The home for the Needy Foundation, Ohogwa, tucks away in the outskirts of Benin City, the Edo State capital, for the over 3,000 vulnerable persons here whom life has dealt varying degrees of tragic blows, is a name synonymous with refuge. Amos Ishaku, one of the inhabitants of the home, found succor here in 2014, 2 years after the Boko Haram insurgency in 2012 left him displaced, without shelter or food, and for some time separated from family. He's said to have been in SS2 at the Federal Science and Technical College, FSTC, Lassa, Borno State, at a time when the insurgency put paid to his dream of acquiring education. That story has changed now, as Amos is a fresh graduate with a first-class honors degree in chemical engineering from a renowned institution in the country, Edo State University, Uzairi.
So my 100 level is all my notebooks.
At the moment, he's returned home to the camp, sharing this humble abode with other internally displaced young men, many of them graduates and undergraduates.
This is where we stay. Some of my brothers, they have gone to teach twice on my class, and this is where I sleep.
But the news of his success is generating pride in friends and well-wishers.
I am so impressed. Those children are brilliant. Very brilliant. Look at the condition they operated. There is no air condition there. But yet, in that atmosphere, they were able to read and pass and come out with first class.
Amos is prompt to carrying out assignments. You give him assignments, and then you give him a time frame. He delivers within that time frame. So he's a team leader.
He's the type of person that no matter the time you come to him with a problem, he will always try his possible best to help you with a solution.
The coordinator of the center, Solomon Folorunsho's elation is akin to that of a proud father, even though the weight of caring for all the IDPs in his care remains far from lighter.
Some are lawyers, some are government lawyers, some are working in banks, and some are married, some have set up their business, and that's what we want to do with the others, so that they can get reintegrated back to the society, and they can become a blessing to the society. They can be useful and can even look down and see others and say, come, I was once like you, see who I am today.
Even now, the graduates and undergraduates among them went home for the holidays or weekends, teach the younger ones in school, as funds to employ more teachers are said to be scarce. Amos also joins in handling this responsibility. When asked to share his story, a major point for Amos is gratitude for the coordinator of the center, the man who refused to give up on him even when he failed to pass SSE 6 times and JAM twice.
This 500 level, that is when we write our final year, and it was the toughest and roughest time. Even because I did projects, it needed money to print projects. It needed money to even carry out the practical, because because of engineering, I have to do experiment. So there were a lot of things that I needed.
He's concerned his dream could easily have been lost.
It was really a rough period, but I am very happy that now I am a graduate. My word to people is that those of them that help us, they should continue to help us. Because without them, I would have not been able to come to this point.
Feeding and meeting other basic needs remain a big challenge at the camp, but with news like that of Amos and the other 17 fresh graduates succeeding in addition to those before them keeps the foundation and these IDPs confident that the remaining chapters of their lives would certainly be brighter if they are remembered and invested in by anyone who cares, even just a little bit. Jessica Lugusero, Channels Television News.
So many emotions flying in the head, like right now, like cannons, set on fire about an IDP camp that's now a beacon of hope, so to speak. Let's have conversations this morning with Pastor Solomon Folorunsho, who is the coordinator of the Home for the Needy in Edo State. Thank you for joining us this morning. It's serious enough to have an IDP camp, to now add education and determining, or rather helping to determine the future of the people. That's another conversation altogether. Can you hear me, Pastor Folorunsho?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay. I wanted to, begin by asking you, it's serious enough to have an internally displaced person's camp. Now adding other things such as their education to it, helping them to determine a better future for themselves. That's another conversation altogether. How did this whole thing begin for you?
Well, it all started when we said that there were so many persons in the society who needed help. We regard them as vulnerable, and not because of their own fault, but because maybe of society they found themselves because of terrorism or one thing or the other. And we felt as human beings that we cannot be living amongst such people without showing love, and kindness to them. So we decided to start gradually, with few persons, and we saw that these persons were just as good as any of us. So that was just how it started, and all persons from there to 12, just like that. And we saw they were very brilliant, given the same opportunity that other people have, they will just be as good as others, even better. So that was how it started many, many years ago. And we saw these ones becoming, lawyers, engineers, bankers, and today they are doing very well. So that's what encourages us, that if we just come down to the level of those who are poor, displaced, orphaned, or perhaps they are not physically built like us, the world would be a better place to live. That's how it started.
Yeah, first of all, you talked about the fact that, people who have been victims of terrorism. It sounds like these people, the people in the IDP where you coordinate right now, they come from far and wide. Which states do they come from? Edo State is in the south.
Like in our center, most of them are from Borno State. But right now we also have those from other states like Kebbi, Zamfara, those states where Kaduna State, Plateau State, those states where bandits are, operating. But most of them are from Borno State, and they are wonderful people. Yes.
We will talk about the support in a bit, but you said this has been on for you for many years. How many years are we talking about here?
We started in 1992, but those from terrorist ravaged areas came in from 2012. Between 2012 and 2014 was when terrorism was, invading from the northeast, and people kept calling us to help, even when we didn't have much to do, but they were willing to stay in a safe environment, they were willing to eat anything available. And when they came, they were shocked to see human beings rushing to Italy, rushing to eat time, and we start talking. They were taking from our time, and in fact, I've never seen what I saw at that time really it hurt. In fact, it gave me a lot of pain. Most nights we won't sleep, these children will not sleep. Every sound made them run, every sound made them scream, and we were not prepared for that. The children we used to are those who either children who were abused by one way or the other, but we were not used to children who have seen bloodshed, who have seen their parents killed, and all that. So, but we were just determined to succeed, and we told ourselves, look, we must make something out of these children. So the first thing was to get them out of trauma. And that was very difficult because they were not trusting anybody. The first, the country couldn't protect them. The first, they no longer have families, and the world was against them. So we took time with the support of many persons who were coming around. We took time, to talk to them and get them out of all this. And immediately, we got out of trauma. The next thing we decided was, what do we do with these children? Are we just going to be giving them food? Just give them accommodation? I mean, they are growing. So we decided education will be the best thing to give to them. And not just education, give them quality education. And then they started. But then there was challenge of textbooks, teachers. So we kept asking for donations. Some people will bring old textbooks, and these students, you see 12, 20 children over one textbook. This one will read and give to the other. So gradually, we saw hunger, determination. We told them, look, you can become president. If you become president, you change the nation. There will no more be terrorism. If you become a doctor, like they said, you don't have hospitals in their areas, you don't have lawyers to defend them. So we told them that's why you're here. So you can become anybody and change Nigeria for good. So that was what we saw in them. And before we knew it, we saw lives transform. They will read and read hard. Everyone wants to be a senator. They want to be an engineer. They want to be, they want to be journalists like you. They watch you all the time. So that determination was there. And today we are seeing the results and we are all celebrating.
It's very, very overwhelming. It was an emotional moment watching Amos Ishaku literally break down in tears and just praying that those who have been helping them, they will continue to help them. And, looking at that camp and the children running around, I mean, a home, just a family of maybe 4 or 5, they are a local government on their own already. How are you funded? I mean, I see health needs, I see education needs, I see curriculums being paid for or printed, I see notebooks, I see so many things. I see the catering for them, food supplies, health supplies, peculiar needs of the girls. How is a home for the needy funded?
And I say it's quite challenging, especially the last 8 years. We saw that so many. The reason why they are there and we see what we are doing today is just because they are. And I'm not saying it must be just one among men. All of them that have graduated now, they all have a second class offer. In fact, they came back from school, they were just weeping. I said, why are you crying? They said, we wanted to make you happy. We all wanted to have first class, but just because of little man, that's why we didn't get it. I told them, no, this is fine. So it's been, in fact, it's been very, very tough. We have been appealing to government, appealing to agencies, appealing to government, appealing to district government, appealing to all the relevant agencies to still, to come bring food, bring books, bring all that we need. This one we just need. Take their fees, give them food, this is for this one. They don't want more. Give them medicine, give them things to cover their body, give them hoping, praying, begging, pleading, and I must tell you for few individuals in Nigeria here who sacrifices, who brings out of what they have. Some will just come with all their salary. It may not be much to give, and this is what the children are using. They live by it, they live with it, and there's really hunger in the center. Children hardly eat. Sometimes once a day, sometimes they go to bed without food. But you still see them smiling. And they smile not because they have, but because they believe tomorrow will be better. So that's how we've been surviving. It's been really very, very tough. Very, very tough. Very, very tough. It has not been sweet at all. But when we look at their faces, their smiles, you see, we just get comforted. The challenges, the pressure, they make one to feel like, oh, why are you doing what you are doing? You're suffering with these children. Why don't you just give up? I said, no. And now Amos and his colleagues, they have given us reasons why we did what we did, and why we should continue doing what we are doing. And I want to use this opportunity. Yes.
Yeah. So I actually believe that a good number of people watching right now, seeing what you are doing and what you have produced so far, would want to pitch in one way or the other corporate organizations. And there's something we call personal social responsibility, which you also speak to some people coming to make their own contributions as well. But so far, I mean, from you've mentioned Amos Ishaku and a number of people who have graduated. So far, how many graduates has the Home for the Needy Foundation produced?
We have 80-something graduates.
Wow.
About 83 that have graduated before now. And this Amos set that just came out, they are 18. And even the next 3 months, we are going to have more. In fact, I want to tell Nigerians that in the next 1 year, we are going to be releasing 15 medical doctors to this country. Some of them are already doing their clinics in Benin, the specialist hospital. And they are wonderful, wonderful children. They are going to be the doctors that will take care of your health, the lawyers that will stand with you when you have issues, the engineers that will build your roads, that will build your houses, that will build bridges, that will build planes, build cars. In fact, everything that this country needs, we have in our center. We have footballers, we have good footballers, ballers, basketballers. In fact, there's nothing. There's just nothing the children cannot do. They are special breeds, and I want to appeal to you, appeal to everyone of you there. Please come and help them. Come and give them food. Come and give them books. Books. Pay their fees. As I'm talking to you now, we have around 92 who are at home because their schools did not allow them to write exams. Yeah, we have even gone borrowing. We have borrowed millions, to pay fees, and the people we are borrowing from are no more allowing us to borrow. They want us to pay back. And the schools are not even giving the students scholarship to say, okay, you are displaced people, you can attend our school free. They want us to pay their fees. Yes, we understand that they need money to run their school. But you there, you governors, you senators, politicians, banks. In fact, if you are looking for a place to invest, come and invest in the life of these students. They are the hope for this country. And we want to do more. If you can support us, we will do more than this.
Pastor Folorunsho, what's the population of the camp right now?
3,852 persons.
Wow. And does that include the minders, the teachers, and the caregivers?
No. That does not even include but a lot of them that couldn't go to school. They are families, different communities. If we put all together, they are going to be around 4,000 plus. Yes. These ones I'm telling you are those that are still together, are in school. Most of them are children. The population, let's say around 75% is between 11 to 17 years old. Yes. We have even gone into farming with some of those who couldn't go to school, but they can work. We are farming, but the farming is not enough because those doing it are quite few. So,
let me ask you this question. I'm not sure if you have a precise figure, but if you were to put a figure, a speculative figure to it, what's the budget of Home for the Needy Foundation annually?
The system allows us it's easy to give budget. But when you live by what comes, it's not easy to
okay. So you live by what comes. So if you are to put a speculative, about how much do you spend in a year?
Oh, it's millions. It's not just millions, it's millions. But during if we really want to see the students, it's 2 million dollars enough. But sometimes when you say this, some people who want to give, who have little, say, oh, we don't have this much. But I want to say that if we really want to take care of these children, we spend millions. I won't be able to give an accurate figure because we never have time where we have number of things in budget and know, okay, this is what it takes for this one. So we just accept what we have. But for the education, for us to have a proper education, we should be spending more than 100 million yearly. Then for feeding, it's far more than that.
Well, Pastor Folorunsho, I don't even know where to begin now, but as I said, I believe that a good number of people would so much want to, reach out and pitch in one way or the other to, do this. But you said you've made overtures to the Borno State government and to Edo State government. What's been any response at all?
No response. We wrote letters. We know that the letters got to them because we saw that they were sending some students to some countries to do some courses. And we said, well, here in Nigeria, we are training them for you. We are training nurses and midwives. We are training lawyers. I don't think you need your state. But we wrote no response.
Well, yeah, we are very hopeful that this attention that's been called to this issue this morning will definitely draw some people's interest and reach out. For now, we have to thank you very much and wish you all the best, in ensuring that this gets done. And so many people will want to reach out to you. Pastor Solomon Folorunsho, Coordinator, Home for the Needy Foundation in Edo State. Thank you so much for your time and all the best. Well done and all the best to you. Well, Chamberlain, I don't even know where to begin on this matter because this is definitely something very awe-inspiring. Listening to that young man shed tears of gratitude, Amos Ishaku, it's very telling, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Those are the kind of things that we like to see society pull together. Fabric of society, we have to ensure that we recognize, support as much as possible all such initiatives. That's why we are there, because there's got to be a reason, because if it's a cycle. Yeah. So we have to keep all of those things going. So wherever they are, let's look out for those kinds of persons. And we're glad to have brought that to you all, so that you could also remember the milk of human kindness. Let it flow towards all of them if you can.
Absolutely.